Hello, my name is Amit. I'm here with Helen. We're doing the third trimester classes and we're about to do a 20-minute class using the overball. You can do pretty much everything in the class without the overball, but if you have a ball, even if it's not exactly that, I would suggest to go and get it. So, we're going to start with the ball between your pelvis and the wall. You are leaning through the ball into the wall and your back is straight. So make sure you're not leaning backwards. Your back is pretty straight and you bend the knees and your weight is gently pushing through the pelvis into the wall. Just like that. Okay. And just take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale. And as you exhale, feel that your knees are soft, they're bending, and your weight is sinking into the wall. So you're feeling heavy and you're feeling grounded into the wall, and you feel safe. And with that feeling, we're going to bend the knees just a little bit, just to feel how the ball is rolling through the lower back area, and then undo that and feel how it's rolling in the opposite direction, down and up. So let's do that a few times. Bending and then straightening. These balls always make funny noises. You may hear that on the mic. Just slowly bend and slowly lift. Feel that nice feeling that the muscles are spreading and releasing into the ball. And you don't have to bend the knees too much. Obviously, we are doing knee bends in an upright position, so keep the abdominals engaged. And then keep the knees just soft, stay there, and just slowly shift the weight to one side, careful, center and the other side. So you're asking your core to wake up and support you, and you're also working through this part, which can hold a lot of tension during this part of the pregnancy, this time of the pregnancy. Feels okay? Yes. So when you've done right and left equally, just find the center and do small pelvic tilt. So as you exhale, bring your tail between the legs, gently squeeze on your bottom and lift your pelvic floor muscles. And as you inhale, just undo that and release. And exhale to engage pelvic floor and abdominals. And inhale to release. Let's do it 3 more times. The tail comes between the legs. You gently squeeze on your bum and you lift pelvic floor and then release. And exhale. And release. And last one to tilt. And release. Okay, we're now going to shift the ball towards the mid-back area, so right between the shoulder blades, and it will be there when the knees are a little bit bent. So adjust it as necessary, so that when your knees are slightly bent, you're leaning with your shoulder blade area, or right between the shoulder blades, onto the ball. We're good? As you exhale, just look down towards the floor and lift the abdominals in the body, and then lift your arms, lift your face, and gently, carefully lean up and backwards. And again, looking at the floor, rounding and lifting the abdominals in, and then lift the abdominals, lift the arms, lift your head, and stretch upwards and down and up again. Does it feel comfortable? Yeah. Excellent. And last one, down. And this time you're going to keep the arms up towards the ceiling. And you can even, if you can, place the arms on the wall and look forward. And now draw the abdominals in and just bend the knees. Again, working through that part of the back that can hold a lot of tension. And bend. And remember, you're really weight bearing through the ball into the wall. And by doing that, you are releasing tension from areas that, short of asking someone to massage your back, you wouldn't be able to work into. One more time. Okay, and let's bring the arms down. And now, as strange as it may look, we're going to put the ball between the start of the ribs and the wall. So if we're facing this way, The right leg that is closer to the wall will be forward, the left leg behind. Helen, please do whatever is comfortable to lean into the wall. And again, bend the knees a little bit for the start position. Do whatever you need with the legs to feel comfortable. You can open them as wide as necessary. Okay, and now just lean your weight through the side of the ribs into the ball and breathe into the ball. So imagine you're breathing into your right lung and you're breathing into the ball. And exhale. And breathe into the ball. Feels okay? And exhale. And one more breath. And as you breathe out now, bend the knees and again roll through the side of the ribs. And lift up. Roll through the side of the ribs. Lift up. Roll through the side of the ribs and keep the knees bent. And now lean away from, but your weight is still into the ball. And stretch your side. And undo it. And just one more time, stretch away from. Make sure you feel safe and stable. And back. And let's do the other side. So you're going to place the ball between your left side and the wall. The floor is very crinkly here. Yeah. So left leg, which is closer to the wall, will be forward. You're going to find the place at the side of the ribs where you're comfortable. And you're just going to breathe. So you're pushing air into the ball and into the wall, breathing into your side. And exhale, lift the abdominals in the body. One more time. And with the next breath out, you're going to bend your knees and roll through the side of the body and lift. Bend the knees, roll and lift. Bend your knees and stay. And now lean away from the wall, but your side into the ball. Take a nice stretch and come back to center. Check that you draw the abdominals to the spine as you stretch. Back to center. That's it. Let's step away. Okay, it's time to start working a little bit harder. So if you can face the camera for me and standing away from the wall. And you're just going to hold the ball here, lift the elbows, and we're just going to work the chest muscles. So draw the abdominals in and just press on the ball. Make sure you're not pressing through the heel of the hand so your wrists will not hurt. The whole hand is pressing into the ball. And then undo it. Exhale to press for 3, 2, 1. And undo it. Stand really tall, lift the abdominals in the body. And release. Let's try to lift the arms a little higher and do 3 more. Press and release. Drawing baby to spine. Press and release and press and release. Stretching the arms forward, bending the elbows just a little bit, and quick ones. 10, 9, abdominals, abdominals. Breathe out, out, breathe out, out. Let's do 3, 2, 1. And release. Great. The ball goes between the ankles and we're going to face the wall. Make sure the ball is just off the ground and between your ankle bones. And also, as long as your pubic bone feels comfortable, you're going to bring the legs closer together so that by pressing on the ball, you get your inner thighs working. We're good? Okay, so starting from the inner thigh engagement, lifting the abdominals, we're going to rise up and slowly go down. Now it's really important to make sure that when you rise up, you don't lean backwards. So you draw the abdominals in and you gently lean up and towards the wall and then you go down. So abdominals lift and you lean up and slightly forward. Always the weight of the head feels like it's slightly forward. If you let go, you might fall forward, but you will never fall back. Make sense? As you lift up, draw and lift the abdominals. Remember the weight of the head forward, and you go down. We will now bend the knees. Keep them as bent as you feel comfortable. And now, look at the floor and bring your tail between the legs. And undo that. Twice more. Tail between the legs, looking at the floor, lifting the abdominals, and undo it. On the third one, we're going to stay there in the curve and do small pelvic floor pulses. So we lift up and squeeze your bottom and draw the abdominals in. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and stand tall and repeat the sequence from the start. So you draw the inner thighs together, lift the abdominals and rise up from the floor. Good. And slowly go down. And inner thighs, pelvic floor, abdominals, and you lift, the weight of the head coming slightly forward, and you go down. And lift, inner thighs, pelvic floor, abdominals. We have 2 more to go. We lift, stay there and check. What happens if you just let go of the wall? Are you going to fall forward or back? It has to be forward. You go down. Last one. Hopefully no one fell back. And you go down. We're going to bend the knees and we're going to do 3 pelvic tilts. We look at the floor and we curl in, rounding the lower back as much as you can, and then release. It's a very narrow position to do that, so it really calls for abdominals and gluteal action. On the third one, we're going to stay there and do the small pulses. So you squeeze your bum, you squeeze your pelvic floor, and you lift 1, lift 2, lift 3, and 4 and 4 more, lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and now stand tall. I'm going to take the ball away. Just kick your ball out of the way. Reach one leg back, let's say the right, perfect, and do a little calf stretch. You can step forward with your left foot, if necessary, to feel comfortable. And take a moment and let your breath come back to normal. If you need a break at this stage to go and get some water, then please do. I'm going to put the ball away because I'm not sure we're going to use it anymore. And please change sides when you're ready. Now check that the left leg, the one stretching, exactly that, all 5 toes are pointing forward, so you're not twisting through the foot. Deep breaths, just coming back to normal breath rhythm, breathing rhythm. Okay. Right. So when you're ready, we're going to do some more outer legs work. We're going to step a little forward, so quite close to the wall. No, that was good. And we're going to bend the knees a little bit. Good. And now just brush your left leg out to the side. So brush it out. Keep the foot flexed and brush it out until the leg is straight. Keep it flexed, just like this. And then bring it back in, softly bending the knee. And brush it out. Reach to the heel. So you find the work in the gluteals and out. We're good?
Yeah.
Great. So let's think about a small tuck. So the tail comes a little bit more between the legs. The abdominals are going to have to work a little bit harder. And as you can feel, the standing leg is working just as much as your moving leg. 1 or 2 more. Out to the side. Check your abdominals. And check that you're not allowing your pelvis to go further and further backwards with the movement. Let's stand upright, take a deep breath, and do the other side. So, when you're ready, just slide your leg out, good, find the work, and draw it back in. It's like skating outwards with one leg, and back in. And you have a standing strong leg, and you skate outwards, and you draw it back in, and skate outwards, draw it back in, last one, skate outwards, and great. Standing tall, take a deep breath and take a step away from the wall. So when you lean into the wall, your body is on a diagonal. And we're going to do a little knee bend. Bend the elbows towards the wall as much as you feel comfortable. Push away and straighten the legs. Helen opted for the more difficult one with the elbows in. but feel free to open the elbows out, you too, Helen. So do whatever you're comfortable with. Stay for a moment, feel the abdominals and push weight into the wall as if you're trying to push the wall away. And then lift and straight legs. We bend the knees, bend the elbows, draw the abdominals in and push the wall out and away. Not out, just away. Bring yourself back and straight legs. We're going to do it one more time. Bend, elbows bend, brace the abdominals and push the wall away. And push yourself and lift. Let's do exactly the same thing sideways. So if you can turn sideways, right leg forward, left leg back. And do the same. You bend the knees, bend the elbow, push the wall away, lift, straight legs. Bend the knees, bend your elbows, stay. Don't move when you push the wall away and then move yourself away, straight legs. One more time, bend the elbow, stay. Now keep pushing the wall away and please stretch up and towards the wall. And back to center. One more time, up and towards the wall. The right elbow can stay a little bit more bent and feel that you lift the abdominals to push the wall away. Pull yourself back and stand tall. Take a breath. And then bend your knees. Reach the left arm out to the side. We do a mermaid. So draw the abdominals in and wrap your body over something as you bring your left hand towards the wall. Good. Now allow yourself to adjust. That's it. Just feel a nice stretch through the body and then open out. And breathe out. Deep breath out as you wrap. Allow yourself to adjust, but feel the knees. Don't let them drop inwards. You don't want to strain the inside of your knee. One more time. And undo. And let's do the other side. So left hand on the wall, left leg forward. Make sure you're in a comfortable position to bend your knees and then bend your left hand. Brace the abdominals, push the wall. Don't let the wall push you, but now the wall is pushing you and straight legs. Bend the knees, bend the elbow, brace the abdominals, push the wall. Don't let it move you. Now move away, stand tall. On the next one, we're going to do the same and add the side stretch. So when you're ready, up and over. Now stay there and see if you can tuck your tail in between the legs a little bit more. Bracing the abdominals in. The stretch will change here, yeah? And back to center. And one more time. Stretching towards the wall. Once again, draw the abdominals in and see if you can bring the tail just a little bit more between your legs. It's quite difficult. Stand tall. Take a deep breath in. We do a mermaid. So the knees are soft and you wrap. Let yourself move. Let yourself breathe. And just check, like here, exactly, that the knee is not rolling inwards too much. Sorry. One more time. On the breath out. Rotate, check your head and neck. Feel the abdominals, feel your knee. Open away. That's great. We'll do two more things to finish. The back is against the wall. The knees are bent. Just a little bit. And the arms press into the wall. Now we do this exercise many, many times in those classes, but never like this. So it's just a chest expansion. You're going to be really tall. Draw the abs in and press into the wall for 3, 2, 1, and then stop pressing. Press into the wall and hold and look to the right. Back to center, just this, and stop pressing. Feels okay? And press into the wall, surprising. And you look to the left and center and release. And let's do one more press and keep pressing while you look to the right and to the left and back to center and stop pressing. Now just bend the elbows and your elbows are pressing into the wall. You're going to do exactly the same thing. Brace the abdominals, press into the wall, but now literally push yourself away from the wall. So the elbows press and you lift as much as you can, opening the chest. and then sit back. And you get the stretch? Yes, good. Brace the abdominals, press. It's a stretch, and you're working at the same time. Again, we do it on the floor. It's just very different here on the wall, or a little bit different, and your whole body is away from the wall, and open the chest and undo that. Last one? Yep. Okay, here we go. Press, open the chest, and hold, hold, hold. Draw the abs in and relax. Hands on your tummy. Take a deep breath in. Let go. And as you exhale, just very gently engage. From pelvic floor being in the basement, just lift them up, just one floor. Let them drop back into the basement. Open the elevator doors. Okay, if you're familiar with the elevator image of pelvic floor, you're in the basement, you close the doors, you lift up, you lift up, you lift up, and when you go down, you have to let go. And especially now that the birth is coming soon, you need to also let go of pelvic floor. So breathe in, let go, and then just gently contract. And as you breathe in, let go, and you can do it a couple more times. That was 20 minutes. On the wall is always challenging because you're upright all the time and you have to carry your weight all the time. So take a glass of water now and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.